It's the Flying Dutchman, Carrie, Chong. Good morning. And today joining us in the studio, Cherie Lok from the Straits Times. Welcome back. Hello.
But we need to switch on.
Yeah, Cherie's
mic. There we go. So welcome again, Cherie. Thanks so much for joining us. Your article, What Makes a Hidden Gem in Food-Obsessed Singapore? In the article, chefs said the phrase hidden gem is overused.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know whether it is or not, but...
The question is, are there any hidden gems in Singapore? Because Singapore is such a small place, right? And here's the thing. My take on this is, after reading the article, that content creators, who are the ones who usually make known these hidden gems, they're looking for content. So how do you judge?
Exactly.
What
makes
hidden
a good
gem? Is it because it's hip? Is it because the food is good? Or what? You know? Who calls it a hidden gem? Like, by what definition?
Standard?
Yeah, I think apparently now, a lot of these content creators, they're sort of the arbiter of like what's a hidden gem and what's not. And I think for them, the criteria is, when they go to a place, are they sort of like, do they feel like the first ones to discover it? Is it like overflowing with people, or is it relatively empty? Then of course the food has to taste good. Because, if you go to somewhere and it's empty for a reason and you call it a hidden gem, you kind of lose all credibility.
But
you kind of do.
But then it's empty because it's still hidden. And then they go on TikTok and everything explodes and the queues are 2 hours long now. Right? I don't know.
But that's what it is.
How it works is chicken and egg, right?
No, that's what it is. A hidden gem to me should be good food, but an empty place.
Right.
No such thing.
It probably won't last very long.
It won't last very long. It won't last very long.
No, but I understand that content creators, they need these places, for content. But it also, it's good for businesses, right? The small businesses who otherwise don't have any means of publicity, right? But sometimes it also can be overwhelming for them.
Yeah.
Right? In the article, you did mention that they couldn't cope with the demand and all that, right?
Because a lot of them are really, really small.
Yeah. So, what beyond the label, what criteria do you use to, decide if a place is truly hidden or deserves recognition?
Well, I think for us, the criteria is quite different. So we don't usually go around like searching out. Okay, well, we have a food recommendations column where we sort of put our so-called hidden gems. And I suppose the criteria is pretty much the same, especially if it's like a hawker store. You want to try, support them, give them recognition. Especially, if it's not. I think so many of the places that we come across, we encounter them through official tastings and invitations.
Right, yeah.
So, when you come across something that you didn't plan to write about, but it's so good, and you're like, oh my gosh, more people have to know about this. That's sort of how we decide that, okay, maybe, we should feature them a bit more. But usually it's like if they fit into a wider trend that's happening in the food world, or they sort of exemplify like a broader development, then we try to build it up into a bigger story.
So a hidden gem isn't Abdul Rahman's nasi padang shop in
Woodlands.
tucked away, nobody knows to us.
It could be.
It could be, right?
Yeah.
But that is providing you get the recommendation to go there.
How about Abdul Rahman come to you? Cherie, I'm a hidden gem. Can you please feature me in your article? Okay, we're going to talk more with Cherie on Facebook, so join us there.
Good time.
Yeah. So, who decides what's a hidden gem? That's my question. Who comes up with these things? Like, does it have to be somebody with credibility, like a food writer or, a chef or something? Yeah.
Yeah, I think, probably everyone who's into food will have their own hidden gems.
Yes.
It depends on you as like a consumer who you want to listen to. So, these content creators, they have their own pool of followers who think that, they have great taste, and wherever they recommend, they're happy to check out. I think for the more disillusioned masses, they're probably more inclined to listen to someone with professional experience who, they think might have the means to sort of discern whether food is really good or not. So that could be chefs, that could be the more traditional food critics, like the Wong Ayok figures, for instance.
Yes.
So yeah, I think it's a very personal thing. It's not hidden gems are not a regulated category for a reason.
Yeah, because if you ask me, right, it's crazy. Once something blows up on social media, everyone's there. So I don't know what to believe
No,
anymore.
but the thing
whether
is that
it's hype or not.
It's blowing up on TikTok is where it's blowing up, right?
Yeah. Even on Instagram.
But if I am not a TikTok person, then how do I... What's the best way for me to discover underrated places? How do I discover underrated places?
Ooh, Google Maps.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I have heard this from people. I've heard this from people who go out, food critics, from influencers. They go just pick an area and walk around.
Really?
You will find something you didn't know. Because Singapore is so food concentrated.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Or, look to the Straits Times. We got Wong Ah Yok, we got Xue Yun,
Yeah.
these are all very credible food critics, right? And even in Cherie's article, this particular one, you've actually interviewed quite a number of chefs. And they came up with their own favorite places to dine at. And it's very interesting. Let me see, quite a number of them actually went for the local hawkers.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so this is very cool because for these Michelin star chefs, it's refreshing to see their take.
I think it's refreshing for them to eat something different as well.
Yeah.
Probably it as well.
So there are a lot of recommendations in there if you want to check them out. Now, like I said, a smaller eatery or older hawker, when this thing blows up, right? Suddenly it can get very overwhelming. Can you tell us more about that, in your article that you shared?
Yeah, because I think for some of the places that I spoke to, after they were publicized on social media, the footfall went up by about 50%, which can be quite drastic for a small business. So what they had to do was, I think this place, the patio in Sembawang, suddenly, long queues. And they had to put up queue management signs. They had to tell people oh, I'm so sorry, service might be a bit slower today. Obviously not everyone was very happy with that, so some people started writing angry reviews and started leaving the queue early, and they even had to get family members to come and help them out. So it was quite an adjustment for them, but they did say as well that it didn't last forever. I think the hype usually tapers off after about 5 months-ish, maybe.
See, this is the funny thing I don't understand about people. If I read about a restaurant that has startling reviews, I go there expecting a queue.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Because are you trying to tell me I'm the only one who read this review? No, I'm not. So use your, as we say here, use your brain. There are. If you're reading it and it's making you want to go, there are bound to be a whole bunch of people who want to go.
Right.
So don't get angry with them when you gotta wait.
Did any of the owners, particularly this patio, and then there's a Lala place as well, right?
Yeah.
Did they, say what kind of support they wish they had in these moments, aside from, family support?
More cousins.
The whole kampong, right? Did they mention or no?
I think ultimately they were able to cope. So for them, it's more of a happy problem rather than we wish there was more aid for businesses who are suffering from success like us.
Yeah, because the patio, right? Even though the hype kind of died down after 5 months, they still managed to break even on a day-to-day basis, right?
Yeah.
After that, so
After that.
it's
They did
good.
well.
The publicity really helped.
It
to
does.
boost the
It does.
the
Of course it
business. Okay, so many trends come and go. How can someone tell if a place is really worth queuing for or it's just another fad?
Right, I think that's also very personal. So me personally, I won't queue more than maybe an hour and a half.
That's
But-
too long for me.
No, an hour and a half. An hour and a half is about right.
No
Yeah,
way,
but
no
I
way.
guess you have to ask yourself, what are you expecting at the end of this experience,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
If you're queuing for maybe a plate of pasta, realistically, how is it going to blow your mind? And if you imagine, the best possible outcome, and you decide maybe, I'm willing to wait for that, then sure, go ahead. But, if you're not that big on pasta anyway, and you're
Yeah.
thinking there's no way this could be worth 2 hours of my time, then
No.
there are probably limits to how good something can
But
be.
you see, this is so interesting,
Yeah.
right? The way you're talking about pasta. I went to Penang People queue an hour for char kway teow.
No, but you're on holiday. That's a different mindset.
No.
Like here,
These
right?
are Penang people queuing 1 hour for char kway
Did you
teow.
queue then?
I queued too.
So worth the wait.
Worth the wait.
Oh, okay. So what made it worth the wait?
The flavor.
Okay.
Because it's charcoal cooked.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
It's charcoal cooked.
So I once waited over an hour for wonton mee. This was at Crawford, I think, and I decided there and then I was never going to wait for anything. Okay, like anything more than 30 minutes, I'm gone. 'Cause I just,
but
no,
you don't
cannot.
write a bad review.
That's true. That's
because
true.
leaving was your choice.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So which neighborhood or what kind of stalls or restaurants do you think is still underrated or undiscovered? I mean, forget about the matcha and what else? The recent fad, froyo from Australia.
Yes.
Right, the long lines.
What is that?
I still haven't been there, so
No,
can't
but
speak on
I,
that.
No
I
rush.
didn't even know that froyo was making a comeback. What's the place called?
Yochi?
Yochi, yes.
Yeah.
But you see, that's the thing with Singaporeans. If it's new, if it's branded, if it's hidden gem, I'm there.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
hoping the Yoshi queue means Gelato Messina won't be as crowded anymore. Because I'm still trying to get there.
Oh, you're still trying to get there?
Yeah,
Wait,
but I keep
where
going at
is-
the wrong
where is
time.
Gelato Messina? Where is that?
It's in like the Telok Ayer area, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
And what makes it so special?
Well, it's one of those Australian cult brands, but it has. If you go on a weekend, as I have made the mistake of
Yeah.
doing, the queues are like 2 hours long.
Really?
Yeah.
I would think that Telok Ayer area would be more packed on weekdays, though. No?
Yeah, I guess people have to work.
We're getting messages saying that some of the hidden gems are in housing and industrial estates.
Yes, actually, industrial estates are becoming more popular for a lot of
So-
restaurants.
So how do we then run that? No, we're still okay.
Okay, we're okay. We're okay for
So
time.
so what do we do? How do we discover these then?
Well,
Again,
you
we
could
go
chance
to
upon
TikTok.
it, or you could go to TikTok. You can read Cher's article on
Yeah,
on
yeah.
industrial restaurants.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
We did talk
We
to
did,
somebody,
yeah,
right?
yeah, we
and
did.
industrial estate. Oh, Sharon's, yes.
Yeah.
Shins.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna go back on air right now. So. The Spice Girls here on 1FM 91.3, 9:23 on the morning drive with the Flying Dutchman, Carrie, Chong, and with us here, Cherie from the Straits Times. And in an article that, we talked about hidden gem in food obsessed Singapore. What makes a hidden gem and where is this coming from? I'm saying that it's all created by content creators, right? And then the whole thing explodes in your face and people are just flocking to this one particular place. So it's really a misnomer. I don't know. And FD saying, no, there are all these hidden
There
gems
are
still.
hidden gems.
Still.
You didn't know about the prata place in Sin Ming.
That's true, but then that's...
Therefore,
that's
hidden gem, where you are concerned. I think hidden gem is a very personal term.
Right? Yeah, agreed.
It's a really personal term. I may know Sin Ming prata, you don't. It's a hidden gem to you.
No, for me, right, how I would define hidden gem is that nobody else knows about it. Like, if I don't know Sin Ming, then you don't know Sin Ming, and you don't know Sin Ming, then it's hidden gem. See?
I think a lot of people know Sin Ming.
Yeah, a lot of people know Sin Ming.
Okay.
I'm
Sin
just
Ming
saying.
prata! Okay, that's what we were talking about. But interesting...
So what do we then say? That means Carrie is uninformed.
Yes, okay. I'm swaku. But in the article, like I mentioned, you've interviewed quite a number of renowned chefs, right? And it's nice that they actually mentioned their favorite hidden gems, including Janice Wong, whom we've had on the show 2 weeks ago. And here's something she recommends: Aheng Curry Chicken Bee Hoon Mee from Hong Lim Market. Oh, nice.
Oh, that sounds good.
That's a big one. Hong Lim has great food,
They've got
by
very
the
good
way.
food.
Yeah.
And then also, I like this one by Chef Damien De Silva because he only recommended 2 places.
Yes.
And both
he's very selective.
both were hawker stalls. So there's one that's at Commonwealth Crescent Market and Food Centre called Sik Tong Kai. What do they sell? Oh, wait. Singli. Seafood. Okay,
seafood.
I think it's a zita place.
Yeah, I think
if I'm
these
not
are
wrong.
zita places.
And then the other place that he's been going to for the past 30 years, he says, is this place called Chin Lee Restaurant, located at Bedok North, my side of the hood. So I'm going to go check it out.
Okay.
Yeah. So interesting article if you want to check it out. For these hidden gems from renowned chefs, it is out right now, right? Online. The article is titled "What Makes a Hidden Gem in Food Obsessed Singapore."
You were saying that in the Straits Times there are recommendations.
Yes, every Friday.
Friday.
This
How
is a food column.
how
Okay.
does someone get a recommendation to you?
Well,
Let's say I find a place in Ulu Tuas West or something,
right.
and I feel that more people should know about it.
You can drop me an email.
So
You
just
can
okay.
DM me on Instagram. Any of the channels that you would reach, I guess the ST Food team.
The food team.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because there is, aside from that, we also got, what's her name? We have her on the show. I can't remember now.
You know how many people? You know how many people we have on the show?
Yeah.
Posh.
She writes about food.
Eunice?
Food. Yeah.
Yes, Eunice.
Yeah, so Eunice is really good as well. Now I'm just thinking, like, not just recommendations from people, but how about like small eateries? They want to get their name out. Is that considered?
No, but that is different if an eatery recommends itself.
Okay.
Yeah, usually we ask people to pitch a story. So, you know,
Yeah,
what can we
yeah.
write about you rather than
Yeah.
how good is your food? But obviously, you know, if we go down, we have a chat over lunch or something, and the food is fantastic, then
All right.
we'll include you in the
yeah.
recommendation column as well.
Okay, thank you very much for coming in, Cherie. Cherie Lok from the Straits Times. If you want to read the article, it's out right now.
Putting the drive in your mornings. The Flying Dutchman and Carrie Chong on the Morning Drive. 1FM 91.3. Good